Back to the vlog. I'm Renee. This is Renee's World. So I just left from dropping Tony off at school. We both overslept this morning. I will not be doing PT this morning. I will not be doing PT this week. So if y'all see my uniform in the back, we have this thing called ATP coming up. I'm kind of low-key excited about it. So basically, our entire brigade is coming for, well, our entire battalion is coming for training. So I'm assigned to the Nashville recruiting battalion, y'all. And I look, never mind. I'm not gonna say what I look like, but it's a certain religion. Anyway, I washed my hair last night, but I ain't twisted or nothing. Matter of fact, it just got dry. I blow dried it for like 30 minutes. And y'all, when I'm using a hand blow dryer, it takes about an hour total, if not more sometimes, depending on the setting, to completely dry my locks. If I'm doing the sit under dryer, it just takes a long time for my hair to dry. So, and I wasn't having it. I got into bed at like 10:50 last night. But yes, I had decided that I was not gonna wash my hair until today. But y'all know, if y'all watched the last vlog, I grilled. And I was like, as I was walking up the stairs, I was like, oh no, my locks smell like smoke. So, because I really wanted to wash and twist them all in one setting, but it was late. So I said, hey, we're gonna wash it, we're gonna condition it, and then we're gonna blow dry and get in bed. So I put a towel down on my pillow, and I just kind of like slept with my locks hanging. I never thought that long hair problems would be a problem of mine, y'all. I never thought it. Like, I never had long hair. Both of my sisters had long hair. I was the middle child, and I did not have long hair. I didn't get the shape that they got. Well, I went got that surgery. Like, y'all, I'm like classic middle child. I didn't get it all. So I never had long hair. My hair was always soft, and like their hair was thick and like, I guess, more coarse than my hair. My hair was always like soft and fluffy, but it was always soft, fluffy, and short, okay? I never had long hair. It would grow to just a decent length, but I never could get my hair to grow long. And then, like, when I would get a good length, I would get so excited about it, and I would start putting so much heat on it because I want my hair to be out, and I would just over-process it, and then it would start to break off. And child, so when I decided to lock up, it wasn't about growing my hair. It was about committing to something. I was like, I need to see if I can commit to something. It was just, I was going through something. And I wanted to commit to the lock journey. I knew I had to. And then now they grew on me because I love my locks. And I'm like, oh my God, I got long hair problems now, but whatever. And because I'm not going to keep my hair locked forever. I think we got probably another, I don't know how many years together we got, but I'm thinking about, I kind of want to do a short pixie cut. Like, when they go, they going all the way. I'm not trying to salvage nothing. When they go, we going to short, okay? It's going to be drastic. Anyway, we headed to work now because, ironically, I got everything done that I needed to get done before I left the house. So I can go straight to work today, which means I'm probably going to be early because it's only 8:37. Should I stop by the house and walk my dog? One thing about me, I'm a true procrastinator. Like, that's operating in chaos. Like, if I could be early, why not continue to go early? Look at that mindset. I'm thinking of a way to implement something else that will potentially cause me to get there either right on time or late, when I could just go early right now. Renee, what I can do is stop and get gas. So that's what I'll do. I'll go get some gas because I also need to go inside the gas station because I ain't had no creamer. I made coffee and I ain't got no creamer in here. I got the caramel drizzle. I got the butter pecan flavoring. I picked up that milk jug, that almond milk jug, and I said, oh, it's a splash in there, y'all. So yeah, we can go get gas because I got 23 miles to empty. But anyway, welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to another weekly vlog. If you're new here, hey girl, hey honey, hey boy, hey him, hey them, hey y'all. I'm Renee. Yeah. And if you're coming back, what's up? What's up? like, comment, and subscribe. Like, those of you who keep coming back, because even sometimes I do really good with the numbers. Sometimes, I'm getting hundreds, triple digits. Last 2 vlogs, I've been back down to the double digits, but I'm still thankful for that. So those of you who still be here, whether we triple or double, comment. Like, if y'all watching this, comment down below, say hey, leave a what's up, so your girl, know who you are. Interaction is interaction. So, when I retire, this is all I really want to be doing. And I got 5 more years till we retire, baby. So I'm trying to stay consistent with this channel. Because really, content creation is a career now. And most people who retire from military life after 20 years, they do traditionally filter into some type of other skill set, another career, or, they travel, like they filter into something else. I always have said, when I retire, I want to do something that I enjoy and something I want to make money off, something I enjoy. And I've come to enjoy this. So, yeah. Hopefully in 5 years, child, we can make this like my full-time business, and I'll fortunately be able to put more time into it, being that I'll be getting that retirement pay. So, why not, have another set of income, and coming from something that I enjoy would be, top tier. So, but anyway, welcome back to the vlog, y'all. I'm gonna go to the gas station and I'm gonna go to work and I'm gonna be on time. I'm passing the turn right now. And if I wanted to go home and walk my dog, I would have just turned back there at that light. So I'm going to work. I'm doing the right thing. Because you know what? I was watching Miss Mina. This one, I'm gonna put her on the thing, and she did say something that stuck out to me. And really, today is the day after Resurrection Sunday or Easter, however you refer to it. I think Orthodox Easter is this coming Sunday. But she said something that resonated with me. She said that adding a little structure to your day makes a great return on personal goals or professional goals. And that's so true. So, and I can always do a little better with structure, because that's one thing I've struggled with my entire life, darling. Structure and commitment. Those are 2 things I've always struggled with. Like, my mom said it best, and you know how the truth hurt. So I was talking to a cousin one time, and at this point I'm just blabbering. I don't even know if all of this is gonna make the vlog, but I got a cousin. One time we were having a conversation about something, and she was like, oh, well, your mom said, Renee don't finish nothing, so I don't expect this to last long. And I remember in that moment, I didn't say it to my cousin, but it was like a gut punch, because I was like, I never mentioned it to my mom, because after I took the time to myself to think about it, I was like, damn, I do have a problem with finishing things. I'm the queen of starting new hobbies or starting stuff and just not finishing it. So that's another reason why I joined the Army. I said, you know what? I need to get into something that I know I would have to finish, because I knew I wasn't trying to go to jail for being AWOL. So I know once I signed that contract, I at least was going to finish that one contract, because I don't finish things. So my mom just knows her daughter and was speaking her truth. And she didn't mean no harm when she said that to my cousin when they were talking about the specific thing that they were talking about. And she was telling the truth. A lot of hobbies that I've started and not stuck with. So the fact that I ended up starting this channel and stuck with it, even though I've taken some breaks, but the fact that I've stuck with it and plan to continue it, that's when I know it's real. That's when I know I need to be doing it, right? My locks, I wanted to prove to myself again that I can stick with something, that I can see something out, and I did. My military career, I originally said I want to at least do a 3-year contract, because I knew the benefits of doing one contract. I did my research. I talked to a recruiter, talked to other people who were in the military, and I knew that even if you only do that one contract, there are benefits that you could utilize later in life. Like whenever I was ready to go to college, I could use that even after I had completed that contract. I knew that I could still use the VA home loan to buy a house even after I completed that one contract. So that was my goal. I was joining the Army to complete that one contract, to set myself up for later in life when I was ready mentally to commit to using those benefits. But, you know, I finished that contract and I stayed with it. But at this point, I've been talking to y'all for 10 minutes, and this could be a whole vlog at this point, because y'all know I be trying to chunk my vlogs down to like no more than 15 minutes, right? Because we a micro channel, so I'm not trying to have long vlogs, you know? So half of this probably ain't even gonna make it. Half of this ain't even gonna make it. It ain't even gonna make it in. Y'all done let me talk y'all head off like that, and I appreciate y'all, but dang. But yeah, we headed to work. We still in civilian clothes. I told y'all for specific reasons of what's going on in the world. We are not allowed to wear our military uniforms right now. And this is week 3. This is week 3 of this is week 3 of being in what we call civilian attire. So I've been wearing, you know, I've been stacking up. I ain't even gonna lie. I've been going to the little thrift stores or whatever, getting me a lot of, like, you know, slacks and stuff. I think I got this shirt from Marshall's last week, though. This is cute. But anyway, I got that back there because I don't know if I told y'all that my unit's coming together for training. I think I got sidetracked and didn't finish that thought, but I'm excited about it. The entire Nashville battalion is coming together for training. And today our first sergeant is going to be inspecting our uniforms. So we will be wearing uniforms to that because that is located on a military installation. So we'll be actually on military property. So we can wear our uniforms to that. But out here and about in the recruiter world, we just out in a regular city. So we cannot be in military uniform right now. You can only be in military uniform if you are on a military installation, and that ain't nowhere around here. So yeah, but God bless y'all. I hope everybody's safe. I hope all of your family members are safe. Positive vibes to you and yours, and me and mine. And yeah, I told y'all, I think on a previous vlog, I reached out last month to everybody I know that could potentially still be over there, and just reached out to make sure they were okay and wished them well, and whether I got responses back or not, I hope everybody's doing well. I pretty much got responses back for everybody besides like one person, but that person is an ex, so I really didn't expect a response from that person. But hey, the Lord put it on my heart and I did it, and you know, ain't much to it because y'all already know we dating right now. So it was nothing but me really doing what was on my heart, because I'm a good person. I told one of my coworkers that last week, like literally as we were leaving the event, and this might just end up being a vlog by itself, this little chit chat session, y'all. So I'm passing the job right now. It's 8:47. I'm going around the corner to the gas station. But anyway, so we was leaving this event last week, y'all, and I don't know if I vlogged it. If I did, I'll put a little clip in. But we rode together, so we both parked our cars at the Army recruiting station, and we got in one of the government vehicles to drive to this school event, because anytime you working for the government, you could drive a government vehicle. So that was a school event. We drove together, and so when we were leaving, there was a truck in front of us, and when the truck pulled off, because there was a 4-way, so the truck was in front of us, so they, you know, you got to stop and rotate turns of going. And when the truck took off through the stop sign, a box fell off the back of the truck, flat, just fell off the truck, right? And we looked at each other and was like, oh shit. He was like, get it. So I jumped out the car, he put his blinkers on, we blocking traffic, I run in the middle, get it, and get back in, and we take off. And we both, without even discussing it, knew that we was about to try to catch this truck so we could give them their box. And he was like, look and see if there's even anything in it. And I'm like, so I turn around because I had threw it in the back seat. I'm like, yeah, it's a pair of boots. So he was like, all right, bet. So like we swerving. Now mind you, y'all know I'm not the best with paying attention to details. I'm like, oh, that's them. They turn it right there. It's not them. It's not even the same color. He just went with it, and he was like, so when we turned after that, he was like, that's not them. We looking for a white Tundra. And I was like, oh. I knew it was a truck, but I didn't pay attention to the details. So I was like, oh. So he turns, busts a U-turn, and he was like, okay, I see him. So at this point, they like 2 blocks away. So we whipping it. So then here I go again. But we both was like, okay, it looks like they're turning. So we ended up turning. I'm like, yeah, they turned right here. Well, we turned that was the beginning of a neighborhood. It was a apartment neighborhood. This pump is prepaid inside only. Okay, I'll go inside the prepaid. So when we turned that, it was and that's funny because last time I paid at this pump, I had issues at the pump. It ended up having to go in, so I guess they figured out the problem. But anyway, so when we turned, that was the beginning of the neighborhood. So we turn and we look and we don't see him. I'm like, oh, maybe they on the other side. So we leave back out, go up one and make the next right turn. And as soon as we got in the neighborhood, we saw them. They were backed up into like a little garage because the apartment complex came with like garages on the side. So they went in the garage and both of them were up there like unpacking the truck. And so we just pulled up on them and hopped out. I grabbed the box and then we had a little conversation. And it was like, oh my God. The one guy was like, oh my God, thanks. These are my grandpa's boots. And we were like, yeah. And they were like, wait, we dropped them? And we explained to them and they were like, thanks. And they were looking at the government tag. So they probably were like, they either the CIA, FBI, they somebody, you know, because we're not in our military uniforms. We were both in, you know, office attire, slacks and shirts or whatever. So I just thought that was funny. But yeah, y'all, we did our good thing. And he was like, when we were driving off, the point of me telling y'all this, when I said earlier, I'm a good person, he was like, as we drove off, man, I really appreciate you doing that with me. And I was like, yeah, I'm actually a good person. And I am. I'm a good person. I can be reactive and you can get another side of me when you bring that out. But I really have never started any situations. I've always finished them. And because in true Libra form, when somebody pokes the bear or messes with me, I end up, you know, just going 10 times harder than you. So that's the reason why people can be like, oh, you know, she a trip, or label me as whatever they want to label me as. But I never really start anything because I'm a good person. I like to keep the peace. I'm a Libra. Like, I really do like peace and balance. But, you know, if you bring it out of me, it'll come out or whatever. But anyway, let me go in here and pay for this gas because all these people looking at me like, bitch, who you talking to? Not you. I ain't talking to y'all. I'm talking to my people. Anyway, let me go in here, y'all. Because I got 3 people looking at me.